How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, we have quite a bit to do today. This potato trailer is full, so that is full of washed potatoes. And this trailer is empty, so we have no potatoes to put in there. So, we are going to have to do something about that. Well, actually, we can get this going straight off the bat because it does take a while to fill. We also need to do a little bit of work around the animals, so we're going to do that real quick as well, which is exciting because we get to use our new tractor, which I'm quite excited about. I like that tractor, even though we haven't really used it. Okay, so let's leave this here, and we'll get these augers running. And still the best option for us at the moment. Obviously, not ideal, but the best option. These augers, they're actually for grain, not for potatoes. But anyway, it is what it is. That is what we've got. Okay, we need to move those potatoes, and this is going to be the final product. So we probably need to put them in here. Yeah, that is empty. So let's move that to there, and bring this trailer back so that we have something to empty into. That is a bit of a tongue twister for me, at least. Right, we've got the John Deere on here to move this around. I mean, it's a bit underpowered for this big trailer, but it's okay, it'll work fine. And just a little bit slow. The auger trailer is even bigger with even higher capacity, so I decided to leave the Veltra on that. Right, the potatoes are starting to get a little bit low, so we're going to have to take care of that. Okay, let's dump this. This is going to have to move a little bit backwards, I think. Like so. Which means we will have to move that forward. This is a bit finicky, but it's okay. We'll get it done. Yeah, it's only 61% full. We'll try and back this into there. Yeah, it's not ideal. I think it'll probably be... Well, I wouldn't say a better option, but... Yeah, running the front loader and picking up potatoes and then dumping it into the trailer with the JCB. Yeah, probably not the front loader, the wheel loader. The JCB, I think that'll probably be a decent option. It's just a very hands-on option, and that's why I'm not using it. So let's see how much we get out of this. And it's probably going to be, I don't know, 10,000 liters, something like that. It's quite a bit, actually. 12,000 liters on the dot. Okay. So we've got water, we've got no potatoes, and that stopped again. Oh, I think it's full. It is. Okay. Fantastic. That means that'll work. That is getting pretty empty already, which is good. Well, it's kind of good and bad. It's good because it means that we are efficient, but it's also bad because it kind of feels like we don't have that many potatoes. Okay, we're going to leave this here. And we'll hop in there every once in a while to get all of that done. So we are going to do mixed rations for the cows. So 390T. And this time around we are going to leave this connected because we don't have the front loader on here anymore. Put this over here. Pull that up. Well, actually we don't really need that right now. We'll get that going. And grab the JCB. So with this, I need to remember to use the hay bales, the 2 hay bales over there. So let's do that. I think, well, we're only going to use 1. So what I'm going to do to get this ratio, I was sort of playing around with it a little bit. And what we are going to do, because we do have a lot of silage, we're going to use 1 hay bale, 1 straw bale, and just fill the rest up with grass silage, because we've got a lot of silage, a lot, and a lot of high quality grass that still needs to be cut. So I think that is the best option for us here. And yeah, this is the first time using the new Massey Ferguson for this job, and this is literally its only job. I mean, we might use it now and again to move some equipment around the farmyard or something like that, but yeah, this is basically the main job, I would say. It would be rare to use it for anything else, because we do have quite a few tractors around the farm. Okay, there we go. So from here we should be able to just top it up. Where should we put this? Yeah, here's fine. I don't like these sort of equipment arrangement, I guess, over here, because there's things standing around all over the place. I should probably just take this somewhere else. That is the front loader for the Valtra. We're not going to use that around here anymore, because we've got the same thing for the JCB, the same fork. So yeah, I don't know, I should probably move that. And there's a bunch of front loader attachments and things sitting next to the shed as well. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I should just move that, go put it somewhere else, because it feels a little bit cluttered around here. Okay. And to be perfectly honest, if I could go back a little bit and do everything again, I probably won't buy the JCB. It's a very, very expensive piece of equipment for one job, basically. So I think what I should have done is just bought a nice sort of mid-range tractor, something like the Valtra with the front loader, and then at least you've got a big front loader with a similar bucket size. Well, maybe not quite, but sort of in that range, bucket size, and you've still got a tractor as well. So if you need an extra tractor, you've got one. So yeah, probably a bit of a mistake there on my part, but it is what it is. We've got it now, so we might as well keep it, unless we want to trade it in. We could do that. We could maybe at some stage, if we're looking at another tractor, we could always use this as a trade-in, and get another tractor. That could be nice. Right, there we go. Ratio is good. So we are going to take this over to the cows, and yeah, they should be pretty happy. At least I hope so. And we'll need to do a bit of a cleanup, and then we'll drive around and we'll do a bit of a cleanup for the sheep, give them a bit of water, and then we'll check the chickens as well. And then after that, the plan is to get all of the fields limed. So all of the fields except for the grass fields need lime. So we are going to be doing that once we are done with the animals here. And pretty big job, but we do have the fancy new self-propelled John Deere spreader, or spreader sprayer combo, which is a very nice piece of equipment to use. And yeah, it works pretty well for liming and fertilizing and spraying. Actually, we haven't used it as a spray yet, I don't think, but I imagine it would be pretty good. Okay, I think they are probably going to take all of this. I don't think they need anything else other than a bit of a cleanup, but we'll check that in a second. And there we go. They took all of it. Beautiful. And that should last them for quite a while. I think they'll be okay. Okay. Here we go. So, I actually read up about, I think it was the previous episode, I said that I would like to have more flexible pastures and things to actually be able to send cows into fields and things, and they can graze down on the grass, and then you have to move them to a different location. I don't know if I actually went into that much detail in the previous episode, but that's what I'm thinking. If you can move them into like different pastures, have them sort of eat the grass and sort of cut everything down, and then when you see, okay, this is getting a bit empty, you can either just feed them, or you can move them to a different pasture or anything like that. It seems like there might be something down that line. I don't know exactly how much, and don't take my word for it, but I read something about animal pastures that are going to be a bit more, well, a bit different in FS22. So yeah, I mean, at the time of recording this, there's not a whole lot of information on that. Although, granted, I wasn't searching very deep. But yeah, that would be nice. I would like to see something like that, something a bit more complex than what it is at the moment, because this is a very, very small area to keep cattle, and I don't like it. It's a bit stupid. I mean, this is a nice barn and everything, but I want to be able to chase them out, or just have them out in a field or something, a fenced off field where they can sort of graze around and do what cows do. So yeah, apparently you're going to be able to breed cattle for beef in FS22, which will be kind of cool, because that's more my sort of up my alley, I would say. I kind of like what do they call it? I don't know. It was Angus cattle, which they said is coming into FS22. I'm not sure how that process is going to work, but I kind of like, I'm trying to think what the word is, where you basically breed bulls with the purpose of selling them. So I know the word in my home language, but there's no point, because most of my viewers won't know what I'm talking about. So basically just breeding bulls for the purpose of breeding. I'm guessing that's sort of what it is. I don't know if it's for meat production or anything like that. I'm not sure. Again, I don't have a lot of information on that. I just read some article on it real quick, but it sounds interesting. It sounds that there's going to be more to do around animals, especially cattle, which is going to be nice. And I think sorghum is also going to be a new crop type, but apparently that's only for horses and pigs. Pretty sure you can ferment sorghum. You can cut it down like a silage. Again, don't take my word for this, but I think you can cut it down with a silage. What is it called? What are these things called? Forage harvester. I think you can cut it down with one of those and actually make like a silage with it. You can ferment it almost like you would do with corn. So it's just a lot cheaper to do sorghum rather than corn. I hope I'm thinking about the correct plant here, but I think so. So yeah, a bit odd that you can't feed them to cattle, apparently, only horses and pigs. But I don't know, maybe it's in its raw state. Maybe you can chop it down. I don't know, but it sounds interesting. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be cool. Hopefully I've got my PC by the time that comes out. I would hope so. That's end of November, 22nd of November, I think it is. So hopefully I am sort of settled down in Ireland and I can play the game as soon as it comes out. But yeah, we shall see. Okay, so this is gonna fill up to what exactly? Oh, that's pretty full. Okay, we'll leave it. It's fine. Just trying to work through those potatoes. I want to sort of get all of the washing done before we start with the sorting. Right, next up is going to be lime. We are going to grab the John Deere, the spreader. We're going to change it over from a sprayer to a spreader. So we'll do that real quick. I think we do that manually. Yes, we do. Okay, the 4940. Is that what it is? Yep. Okay, good. It looks a bit weird, this machine, when you've got nothing on it. It just looks strange, but I mean, it will. It's fine though. I think, now I need to remember which one is lime. I think it's the first one here. Is gonna be lime. It would be nice if you could have signboards and hang them on the shed to just sort of on the end here of the shed. You can hang signboards down and to say what goes into that bay. That'll actually be really cool, because then I can just say lime, and also I can, this side I can say mowers, and that side I can say fertilizer, and next to that I can say cedar and that sort of thing. And this is lime indeed. Just so when you take a lot of things out of the shed at one time, then you know exactly where they go back. If you like your stuff organized like I do. So yeah, that's a nice idea. There's probably a mod for that. In fact, if you know if there's a mod for that, let me know in the comments below. I would love to get something like that. And yeah, so for now we are gonna do liming. Oh, this is the wrong side. And I did touch on, and I hate to talk about this, but I did touch on performance in the previous episode, or maybe the one before that, where I've been having a bit of issues. So what I actually did in the meantime is I uninstalled Farming Simulator. And why is this not filling? Oh, because I am at the wrong place. Goodness, my brain is somewhere else. Where's the lime trigger? Middle one. Right, so I was at the right place the first time round. Never mind. What was I saying? Oh yes, performance. So what I actually did since the previous episode is I uninstalled Farming Simulator from my hard drive and I reinstalled it onto my NVMe drive. And there seems to be a bit of an improvement, but it doesn't seem to be a major improvement. So I think I just need a clean PC install and get rid of all of the mods and just sort of put in what I need again. And yeah, we'll do that at some point. But probably only after this series has finished, to be completely honest. But we'll see. We'll see how all of that goes. And I still don't know how far we're going to go into the series. I don't think I'm going to draw it out too much longer. I would like to get to maybe in episode 100. I think it's not like I have to get to 100. I would like to get to 100, but if we don't get there, it's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But it would be nice to hit at least 100 episodes. I think we should easily be able to hit 100 episodes since, what are we on today? 96? I think we are. So yeah, there's still a lot that needs to be done. So I think 100 is very possible. But I don't want to draw anything out on purpose. So we shall see. We'll see where it ends up. Is that the correct one? It could be. Does that seem right? Yeah, that seems a bit wide, to be honest. A bit narrow. Okay, let's say lime. 17.5. Auto width is 24. Okay, let's drop that down to 23. No. Would be nice to have a confirm button. Okay, lime 23. Let's go with that. That seems about... yeah. Okay, that seems about good. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see... whoop, if that works as intended. It seems like it does. I don't think we're gonna miss anything. 35 kilometers an hour. This thing is really quick, and that is not an override. I am on 52 kilometers an hour on the GPS. So this is just normal speed. It feels very, very quick though, but it's also good because it means we don't use a huge amount of product, and we get things done pretty quickly. I need to drop the GPS speed down to 35. There we go. Okay, so we are going to get all of the fields knocked out real quick, and then we'll probably come back and check on the potatoes, see how all of that is doing, probably empty some of those trailers out, and yeah, try to get into potato sorting. And I also realized that we still got a little bit of corn, which never went through the corn, or the CCM, the crusher. I don't know why, I just forgot about it. About 115 bushels. That's fine, we'll just leave it in the silo for the next crop, and it'll just mix into that. And we've also got about somewhere in the region of about 600 bushels of soybeans, which we can still sell, which I kind of forgot about as well. But again, I think we don't need the money right now, so I think I'm just going to leave that and just mix it in with the next circulation of crop, and then we can make a bit more money in a single go. But anyway, for now, we are gonna get all of this knocked out. So we're gonna do that in a time lapse, as always, just to get things moving a little bit and not make these episodes super long, because we're already 20 minutes into this one. So yeah, let's jump into that time lapse. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. of the liming done. Well, at least I think it is. It is indeed. Okay, beautiful. So, and we missed nothing, which is always good. And, yeah, that was pretty good. So, it is coming up to about 12 o'clock, but I see there is rain coming up. So, we are probably going to have a short day today, probably about a half day. But for now, we still have a bit of work to do with the potatoes, so we'll get all of that knocked out before the rain comes. And, yeah, that means all of the fields are ready for seeding again, which is great. I just need to decide what we're actually going to be planting. Again, I think we are going to skip potatoes this rotation. And, that is just because these potatoes are going to take us a while to sort of get worked and get sold. So, I kind of like to do the potatoes every second rotation of crop. And it's been working pretty well so far doing that. So, yeah, we're going to stick with that theme. And, yeah, we've got a decent amount of potatoes in here already, which is fantastic. I do like this trailer. This trailer is working very well. Ooh, a FS19 Vario is on sale. That would be a nice tractor to have on the farm, but, yeah, I don't think we really need another tractor right now. And I mean, I've still been thinking about replacing the Valtra with something different, but it's still doing really, really well. So I haven't really had a reason to replace it. I don't know, it might just stick around the farm. I would be very surprised if the Valtra sticks around the farm until this series is concluded. That would be something, because it was supposed to be sort of a temporary tractor that's just a bit of an all-rounder. So, yeah, would be pretty interesting if this thing remains all the way to the end, and it seems pretty likely that that might actually happen, which would be, it would be fine. I mean, I really do like it, the John Travolta, and yeah, it's done us well. It's done us proud on the farm up until now, and yeah, I mean, I say I still have no reason to sell it. So as long as I don't really have a reason to sell it, then I'm not going to. All right. Let's see how this goes. I think it's probably going to run empty. Yep, that one's already empty. So we're going to have to start shimmying all of this around. But we will do that at a bit of a later stage. We're already pretty deep into this episode. So I think it is time to conclude for today, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a productive day, a good day. We got all of the liming done. We're well into the potatoes. Into getting them all washed up, and then we'll get them into the sorters. And I think these sorters will be a little bit easier the way we do it this time around. Basically just make 2 massive piles and let the sorters do their thing. So we shall see. That is the plan, at least. We'll see how all of that pans out. We also got the animals taken care of. The chicken, I think, or chickens need a bit of feed, but they're still fine for now. We'll probably give them a little bit tomorrow. But, yeah, I was thinking about doing the next episode in the same day, but it seems like rain is coming very soon, so we'll probably carry on with this tomorrow. So, yeah, let's see how that all goes, unless the rain passes really quickly, which it normally doesn't. We'll see how we're going to do that. But, yeah, for now, that is going to be it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.